behind. Dash, dash, sleep, the evil eye's gone way too high. Buckets shout and louder. Gingerman, when the brave hearts are missing their hearts find. But look deep into your eyes, I can see the flame of mine. Cosmic energy fitting our soul tonight. Come on, kicking Gingerman, right on, riding Gingerman. 5 wishes from galaxy come true together. Come on, kicking Gingerman, right on, riding Gingerman. Captain to the Milky Way, thus legendary blade. Galactic warriors, Gingerman. Together, come on, King Gingerman, right on, riding Gingerman, piercing through the Milky Way, all legendary blade, galactic warriors, Gingerman.
And welcome back to the corner, and that was the opening to Gingerman in English.
Good. Honestly, I didn't like it at first, but now that I hear it again, it's growing on me. It's really good.
It's got that jungle beat to it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Well, you will be hearing it when you edit it.
You'll be hearing the shit out of this song.
You know what? I'm changing the song right now. Climax jump, play it, go!
Yeah! Yes!
Switching to make the change! Switching to make the change! Should we keep all that in?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, enough torture aside, it's time to answer your questions, and we're gonna kick it over to Light as he reads them off. Light?
Okay, our first question to kick all this off is from the Full Metal Dragon 12 and Michael Alcova. They asked the same question. What are your top 5 Kamen Riders, Heisei or Showa era?
Alright, my list has changed from last podcast since I actually went back and watched a lot of the Kamen Riders. So they go number 5, Kamen Rider Black RX. Number 4, Kamen Rider Blade. Number 3, Kamen Rider Phase. Number 2, Kamen Rider Double. Number 1, Kamen Rider O's. All of them are good series. They both brought something interesting to the table. The reason I put them in order is very simple. Black's number 5 because lightsabers are awesome. Number 4, Kamen Rider Blade. He uses cards to swiping his sword, kill his enemies, and it's never looked more badass. All of them look incredibly badass doing it. Number 5 is number 3 because cell phones that turn you into superheroes and that transform into guns are incredibly badass. Kamen Rider Double's number 2 because Fang Joker. That's all. That's all you need. Everything else is just gravy at this point. And Kamen Rider O's had the most combos. It was very they were very meticulous in getting all of these core medals and doing all these combos, and I thought it was incredibly awesome. And that's it for my top 5.
Okay, my top 5 will do in the same order as Nightshade so we don't get confused like last time and think that I put Kiva at my top number 1, have everybody hate me. Okay.
Sorry about that.
My number 5, Kamen Rider Decade, self-explanatory. Number 4.
Why would you even have that as a top
I will
5 is Decades
punch you. I will punch
well,
you.
the reason that Decade's in my top 5 is because I've only seen 5 different Kamen Rider series. So, I can't put one that I haven't seen in my top 5.
Yes, you can. Anything is better than Decade.
As I watch more series, Decade will move down the list. Anyway,
The number infinite 0.
So,
To
5
number-
is Decade.
To number Dick.
5 is Decade. 4
Five
is
is
Den-O. 4 is Den-O, because I didn't like the main character, I didn't like the storyline, I didn't like the opening, I just didn't like a lot about Den-O. 3 is Kiva. It would be higher on the list, however the jumps back to 1986 kind of took away from the action, and just time swapping started to become a pain. My second favorite is Kamen Rider O's. I didn't like Iji or Goto that much for it to be top. And my number 1 favorite is Kamen Rider Double, because I loved every character that was involved in the storyline. It had plenty
Except for
customization.
Akiko.
No, Akiko was interesting too.
I will hit Akiko in the face with a bottle.
Akiko was interesting too.
And and that bottle will break it. I will stab her in the face with that broken bottle. I've never hated someone that much.
Okay, so then Double's my top favorite because I like the characters. I liked all the movies except for Eternal, which I couldn't really get into. And the suit was customizable. It never got static. There wasn't a, oh great, he got, the power-up form like he got with Kiva. It, was constantly switching it out. So yeah, those are my top 5.
There's a rule here. Double must be at least number 2.
My number 5
Because
is...
that's what double means.
My-
Double means 2.
My number 5 is Double. No.
You will
I'm
die!
just kidding.
I will stab you after the
Perish
podcast.
at the hands of the gods.
I'm not Zeromaster. This is gonna really be hard because I'm very limited with the Kamen Rider I've been exposed to. But number 5, I would have to say it would be Den-O. And I think it's interesting. It's funny at times, and the main character is a pussy, but I like the Imagine's personalities. They're really funny. And
he starts to grow a pair by the time he gets liner form.
yeah, and I find it hilarious that it's like a kid show. And in the first episode, I distinctly remember an Imagine swooping up this woman and flying into the sky, stealing her bell thing, and then just dropping her to the fucking ground.
This is what you should learn, children. You must become a monster and drop a woman from the skyscraper.
Anyway,
Dropping people from high heights will solve all your problems. Though a gun could do the same thing.
Anyway, number 4 would have to be... I would say Foes, but it's not even finished yet, so that's not gonna be on the list. But...
Why'd you bring it up, then?
Suck a dick! Number 4... Hibuki. No, I'm just kidding. Black RX. Same reason. Lightsabers are cool.
Yeah.
Number 3 would have to be Kiva.
Kamen Rider Castlevania.
Yeah, despite what Crows and Cannabis say, I love this series. Story, I don't like that it jumps back really often, and the ending was really lackluster.
Ending was balls.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
ending was terrible. But, the story, the characters, I really enjoyed them.
The suits look boss, though.
The suit designs are amazing in this series, and yeah, number 3 has to be Kiva. Number 2,
And I like the prevalent, Castlevania theme too. With the rider kick, you have the dragon castle in the background. The wings and chains, and yeah, very Castlevania feel.
When you kill your enemy, his soul doesn't go to heaven. It gets digested.
by a giant dragon castle.
That's worse than hell.
With a chainsaw leg.
With a chainsaw leg, yes. Dragon Castle.
We're gonna keep bringing chainsaw leg up a lot, aren't we?
Dragon Castle with a chainsaw leg. Bring it up now. Bam! There.
Bam! There.
Here its epicness.
Spirit's chainsaw. Close up on the chainsaw.
Yeah!
Yeah, look at that chainsaw. Oh yeah.
It's not nearly as gay as closing up on Foe's bulge.
You guys requested it, so I edited it.
But anyway, my number 2, O's.
Obvious reasons.
Yeah, they've already stated it. The characters, and I love the ending. It was a really powerful ending.
That made me cry a little bit.
It made you feel sad for essentially something that doesn't have a life. You felt that Ankh was actually a living being, and when he died, sacrificing himself so that Eiji can stop Dr. Maki, it's really moving. And yeah, but anyway, moving on. Number 1, I don't think I even need to say it.
Double,
yeah. Double is an amazing series. It has amazing characters. The suit design is awesome. The movies, fantastic. I haven't yet to see Eternal yet. And
everybody's likable except for that dumb bimbo bitch.
like, even for the villains, you feel for them later on in the series.
Some more than others, but
Yeah, but it's just really good series. Really great introduction into Kamen Rider if you ever want to get into it.
That was the first one I finished.
also
It was the first one I started, but Double was the first one I finished.
Also, if you take a look at the Weather Dopant and the Nazca Dopant, I consider them the Dopant Kamen Riders because they look kind of like Kamen Riders,
Yeah. But like
the evil Kamen Riders of the season. But they're not called Kamen Riders, which makes them that much more awesome.
because they're Dopants, and they have some of the best designs out of all the monsters in the series, because a lot of them are fucking goofy as all hell. But they work!
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fault them for being monsters.
The ending was a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Lacking in emotion, like
Deus
like,
Ex Machina.
Yeah, that's it. Deus Ex Machina. I didn't want to say lacking in emotion because I cried like a bitch when Philip died.
Like cop out.
That's it.
Yeah, cop out. There we go. Just like the Kiva ending.
Like
Oh, my brother, we need to fight, and I will hate you. Oh, don't worry, everything will be just fine. You know, I'll be king, and you go do this. Okay, that's cool. It's like, what's it?
But if they ended Double with 48 when Philip dies and just Shotaro opening that box revealing the Lost Driver with the Joker memory, that would have been a perfect ending to a damn near perfect series.
That would have been amazing.
But yeah, Double number 1 spot for me.
At least I'm not the most hated person anymore. After
Actually, me and
after
Nathan's list are about 50%, matched up.
Except
You're the outlier, Nightshade.
I don't have Decade because I'm not a fucking moron.
It was. I've only seen 5.
could have put it at number balls.
Gotta put it.
Like,
Gotta put it on there.
considering how much you hate Deno and Decade, you could have said like one was number balls and the other was like number.
Okay, guys, we have a lot of questions to get through
Alright.
this week.